is Gaelynn Lea, and I'm from Duluth, Minnesota, playing at the Rochester Civic Theatre tonight with my full band. I got started in music back a long time ago in the folk scene, and then in 2016 I won NPR Music's Tiny Desk Contest, started touring, and have been lucky to be able to play lots of great venues, including this one. Well, I love live looping, which I learned from Alan Sparhawk. He also plays in Low, but we have a project called The Murder of Crows, where there's a lot of ambient looping. So I like to blend like this ambient style with folk and rock and all sorts of other genres to make really lyric-centric songs that hopefully connect to the listener. Since the pandemic, I've had a bunch of different kinds of projects. I got to compose the music for Macbeth on Broadway, and that was sort of all based out of Duluth, and then we went out to New York, and now I'm kind of just starting to dip my toes back into performing live shows. Been really great that the Civic Center has been willing to work with the COVID stuff that I feel strongly about, and the accessibility, the ASL interpreters and the captioners, that kind of stuff. So trying to build out, and I'm hoping to do my first full tour in the fall of 2024, because I am working on a couple other theater projects before then. So, but it's been fun to do like these little one-off things like the show.
Where's your heart? Where's your heart to take? Forgive yourself, but don't give yourself away.
So I write my songs based a lot on relationships. That's probably most of my song lyrics are about that. But one thing I really try to convey is that there's always light and darkness and sorrow and joy happening at the same time. That's something that's the human condition is about experiencing all of these things simultaneously, and so I try to bring that into my music. It's really fun for me to have a full band, because all the time when I'm doing solo shows, I'm really focusing on the loops, and this way there's variety. Sometimes I'm looping, sometimes I can just focus on singing and be supported in a different way. So it's a really fun mix to be able to do different arrangements of music, sometimes solo, sometimes duo, sometimes with the full band, like tonight.
So did you run, make crazy progress, take a good look, keep listening, you need to speak now, I can take
So during the pandemic, I got really connected with disabled artists all across the country, and we're working on amplifying this idea of disability culture, which is that people with disabilities don't make music despite their disability, but because it's who they are, and it shapes the way they see their world, and their art comes out of it. And so I see my music as, even though I don't often write about disability, as being shaped by that experience and the experience of growing up in northern Minnesota. So disability culture is something that I'm excited to be pushing out into the world, because I think it really will shape our culture in a new and exciting way.
Hair down to